who are the most influential Christians in history. Today, we're diving into the lives of some incredible figures who shaped the church and the world. From ancient philosophers to modern-day missionaries, you might be surprised by who made the list. Let's start with Augustine of Hippo. He's considered one of the greatest Christian thinkers of all time, and his influence is still felt today. While he's strongly associated with the Catholic tradition, his writings are foundational for all of Western Christianity. His two most famous works, Confessions and The City of God, completely revolutionized how people interpreted the Bible. They laid the groundwork for Christian theology for centuries to come. Augustine was a master at explaining the gospel in a way that resonated with the European world of his time. Sheet provided much-needed structure and clarity to the early church. And his personal story of conversion in Confessions continues to inspire millions. Next up is another giant of theology, Thomas Aquinas. Born in Italy, Aquinas was a true intellectual powerhouse. He wrote millions of words that would shape Christian thought for generations. In 1245, he moved to Paris to study theology, immersing himself in a new culture and a new language. You could almost see him as an intellectual missionary, adapting to his surroundings to engage with the big ideas of his day. His most famous works, the Summa Theologia and the Summa Contra Gentiles Slachi, created a comprehensive system of Latin theology. 2. After his death, he was recognized as a saint and a doctor of the church. While he might not be a household name in all Protestant circles, his deep devotion to God and his rigorous pursuit of truth are something all Christians can admire. In many ways, his quest to articulate faith intellectually paved the way for modern thinkers like C.S. Lewis. Now, let's shift from theology to missions with William Carey. He's often called the father of modern missions, and his life was driven by an incredible love for people who had never heard the gospel. It's said that he would weep over the spiritual state of the world, and that deep compassion spurred him into action. During his time in India, Carey's impact was immense and holistic. He didn't just preach. He and his team translated the Bible into numerous languages, planted churches, and founded schools. They also organized medical missions and even set up printing presses to improve local life. He believed in meeting both spiritual and physical needs, setting a powerful example for how missions should be done. Carey's life shows us that loving people means caring for their entire well-being. Following in that missionary spirit is Hudson Taylor. His work completely transformed the spread of Christianity in China. He founded the China Inland Mission with a radical focus to reach the vast, unreached interior of the country, not just the accessible coastal cities. Taylor trained both Western missionaries and local Chinese believers, emphasizing the importance of cultural understanding, dedication, and complete reliance on God. He faced incredible hardship in a nation that was initially very resistant to his message, but he never wavered in his faith. Taylor's writings and his example inspired countless Christians around the world to get serious about missions, either by going themselves or by supporting those on the field. His life is a testament to what faith, sacrifice, and unwavering devotion to God's call can accomplish. Our next figure stood firm during one of modern history's darkest chapters. Dietrich Bonhoeffer was a German pastor and theologian who stared evil in the face and refused to back down. As the Nazi regime rose to power, many in the church compromised their faith or stayed silent. But not Bonhoeffer. He courageously spoke out against the injustice and persecution of the Jewish people, calling the church to be a voice of truth, not a tool of the state. He believed Christians had a moral duty to actively resist evil. His involvement in the plot to overthrow Hitler eventually led to his arrest and execution just weeks before the war ended. Bonhoeffer's life and his powerful writings, like The Cost of Discipleship, continue to challenge believers today to live with integrity, fight for justice, and follow Christ no matter the cost. For the final story, I want to get a little more personal and talk about two people whose lives have shaped my own understanding of faith and missions more than anyone else. My parents. In 2017, my family moved to Hungary to serve as missionaries. We got involved in all sorts of ministry, too, from working with marginalized communities and distributing food to outreach in mental health institutions. It wasn't always easy. There were times of instability and uncertainty, but through it all, we saw God provide for us time and time again. Our home became a hub for interns, and navigating the ups and downs of hosting and mentoring brought so much growth. Then, the world changed. When the COVID-19 pandemic hit, and later when war broke out in neighboring Ukraine, our family was right there on the front lines of the relief effort. We found ourselves helping streams of refugees pouring into Hungary. With the incredible support of our organization, Bethany International, we were able to provide practical aid, food, shelter, and comfort. We also used performance art to share a message of hope and point people to the gospel. It was a chaotic, draining, and beautiful season of meeting both physical and spiritual needs. Now that the immediate crisis has subsided, my parents haven't stopped. They are continuing to build and develop ministries in Hungary while also partnering with communities in Israel, thriving. Their faithfulness, their perseverance, and their genuine love for the people they serve has been the greatest lesson of my life. They have shown me what it looks like to follow God's call with dedication, compassion, and a heart that is always ready to serve. Their story might not be in the history books, but it is a powerful reminder that the greatest influence is often found in a life lived faithfully. One day at a time, from Augustine's foundational theology to my parents' modern-day mission field. These lives show us the incredible impact one person can have when they are devoted to God. I hope their stories have inspired you as much as they've inspired me. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more content. See you next time.